Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes. So today is a special day. Do you know what is a special day?
6th anniversary of
Yeah.
BDC.
So let us give a big round of applause for Munawar sir.
Because I saw the cake being carried by
Yeah. Okay.
many of you.
Super. Yeah. Without further delay, meeting is begin. So I'm the Kalaimani Toastmaster from BTC Club. So today I'm playing the role of Sergeant Arms. So I would like to begin the meeting. Let's begin. Before we have 4 ground rules for the meeting. Number 1, please put your mobile switch off or silent mode. I will give you 10 seconds. Please. Is it fine? Yes. Yeah. So rule number 2, please refrain from talking about sex, religion and politics. Rule number 3, please be on silent while you are called upon to the stage. Okay? The final one, do not forget, enjoy the show. Okay? So let's go to the session. So today we are going to discuss about small mission of the Toastmaster Club. So mission of the Toastmaster Club is to develop. Yeah. Mission of the Toastmaster Club is. Mission of the Toastmaster Club is to develop members their communication and leadership skill, resulting in greater self-confidence and leadership skills. Okay. Without further any ado, I would like to hand out to the stage Toastmaster Kaushik Stephen. So before I hand out the stage, so I would like to introduce Toastmaster Kaushik Stephen. So he's a great man. Yeah. He's a businessman and his profile is his hobbies, kickboxing and runner and swimmer as well. So he has been joining this club 1 year before as a vice president of the Vellore Toastmaster Club. Currently he is working as a president of the club. So welcome Mr. Kaushik. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khaled, for laying down the ground rules and stating the mission of Toastmasters. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. I welcome you all, my dear fellow Toastmasters, wonderful guests in the audience, and a special welcome to our District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Gayatri. Thank you for coming all the way from Chennai. Thank you. I welcome you all to meeting number 160 of Vellore Toastmasters Club. And the other thing about today's meeting is that we are celebrating our 6th anniversary of the club. So this club was started in 2018 and it's been about 6 years and it has helped a lot of members, hundreds of members, improve their communication and become better speakers. And I'm sure that we'll continue to do so. And our Toastmaster of the day has prepared a lot to celebrate this occasion, so I'll leave this to him. So in a Toastmaster Club, it's a tradition to get introductions from the guests. So I request guests to stand in their place and give a small intro. You could state your name, where you're from, and your profession. You could also say how you got to know about Toastmasters and what you're looking to get out of this. And as a kind request, kindly limit your introductions to about 20 seconds as we time everything in Toastmasters. So with that, let's start with you, sir.
Yeah. My name is Imtiaz. I run 2 academies in 1 Unit 6 alone, 2 in Chennai, and I am from here to see what this Toastmasters is about and put my family into this. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. had a person who had come in to put his son into this club, but he joined the club instead.
Okay.
So thank you, sir. Would we have your introduction?
Hi, I'm Ashok Khannan. I'm from Vellore. I'm a designer, a product designer. I just came to know about this Toastmaster from Instagram. So I want to be a part of this team. I'm following the Instagram page, so I want to be a part of this team.
Thank you. We have to be.
I'm Rizwana. I'm from Manebadi. Actually, I got call from Trajan sir. I don't remember exactly where I inquired about Toastmasters. But that's why I bring my sister. She's from Vellore. So just for companion, so I bring her.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy this mysterious meeting that you've joined us just for a bit. So, sir, from you?
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sama Zakaria. I'm a surgeon and I'm doing my specialization in urology at Narayani Hospital, Sripuram. I came to know about this group from Instagram yesterday night actually, and I was curious enough to come and see how this can bring about any improvement in my speaking skills maybe. Thank you.
If you're wondering if it will improve, it will definitely improve. Trust me. The members are here for this. So thank you all, our dear guests, for your introductions, and you will definitely enjoy this meeting. And my dear fellow Toastmasters, it's our joy as well as our duty to induct new members into our Toastmasters Club. So please withhold your applause until the end of the ceremony. I will now call our new members to kindly join me on stage. Toastmaster John, Toastmaster Madhubalaji, Toastmaster Monica, Toastmaster Karthik, as well as Toastmaster Manohar. Kindly join me at the center of the stage. You are now joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people to learn, to communicate and lead better. As members of Vellore Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Please face your fellow members and affirm by repeating the following words. I, in the presence of my fellow members of Vellore Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters program. I will participate actively in club activities and to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner. I will build open, friendly relationships with my fellow Toastmasters and to bring to the club new members who will gain from the Toastmasters program. Thank you all, and I wish you all the very best. So today on a milestone meeting, we have a couple of achievements that I want to share, and I request all of you to kindly withhold your applause until the end of the announcement, the awards, because we have a lot. So firstly, we have Toastmaster Pradeep, who completed his level 1. And second, we have Toastmaster Monish, who completed his level 2. What gets measured gets accomplished. What gets measured gets accomplished. So in Toastmasters, there's something called a DCP program, which is basically a tracking metric to see how a club performs. So with these two people completing these awards, we are now a distinguished Toastmasters club, ladies and gentlemen. That means we are doing a very good job. And for this, all kudos goes to the VP Education team, Toastmaster Carolyn as well as Toastmaster Preetika. Last week, there were about 4 or 5 members asking these people for speech slots in different clubs. The next day, I asked for 2 speech slots myself. The next day, I'm seeing Toastmaster Carolyn is all Toastmaster WhatsApp groups. I'm getting all notifications here and there. And then she comes to me, I asked her for 2 speech slots. She comes to me and says, Kaushik, here, Monday, Chennai Toastmasters Club. Wednesday, there's this Kenyan club that has a slot. Thursday, there's the Infinity Toastmasters. I was like, ma'am, I asked for 2, I'll take these 2 slots. And then she's like, no, you take 3. You give another speech. So she was on fire and she did a great job of pushing everybody. So congratulations Toastmaster Carolyn as well as Preetika for helping us achieve this. And on this special day, a lot of new members are doing their first time roles, as well as a person who is giving a first time speech, Toastmaster Madhu Balaji. I wish all the new role players all the very best, as well as the icebreaker speaker the very best. I know you'll rock it. So with that, I'll hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Udit. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I would like to first extend a warm welcome to every Toastmasters, guests, and our esteemed District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Gayatri. So 6 years ago, a group of VIT students had a wonderful idea. They clubbed together with a vision, to create an environment, a space where ideas can flourish, and communication and leadership can be increased without any fear. And these ideas, this vision, even after they have left to pursue their own ambition, they still remain because of the commitment of many other fellow Toastmasters who had been a part of this club. Now, at this moment, at the cusp of this milestone, when we are all here at the peak of our strength, we are here to witness this moment where we've achieved this, to see this vision getting pushed forward. As we celebrate the 6 years of PTC, I would like to take this moment to express my gratitude to each and every member of Fellow Toastmaster Club, past and present, for their commitment and enthusiasm, because of which we have progressed till this point. Without their dedication and commitment, all of this achievement would not have been possible. I remember when I joined VTC, it was on September 2023, I believe. See, the first session we had was an online session. There were only 6 members at that time, and everyone was very cordial and very friendly. I absolutely loved it at that time, but I did not realize at that moment what it was. See, because it was an online session, we didn't get to interact properly. But then the second session, when I attended as a guest to Annai Mara University, see, that is when they asked me to come over here on stage and they asked me to speak. See, it was a table topic session. I was very, very frightened, and because I didn't have an experience prior to this. I blabbered something. I really did. I don't even recall what I said. The limit was 1 minute. I said for 30 seconds. I couldn't think of anything. My mind was blank. But then, what I noticed was every one of the members over here, they were very friendly. The reception and the response I got and the feedback I got was very positive, and I didn't feel like they put me down in any way. I think that was the first time I noticed the vision of Toastmasters. I mentioned, right? Wherein the positive environment. And I also learned another thing from Toastmasters that day. That is, it is not about, even now I'm actually afraid, but it was never about conquering fear, because fear is always present. It is about getting the courage to move further. Getting the courage to move further and do it. That is what I learned from Toastmasters that day until now. So, as we look towards the future from now, let us reaffirm our commitments to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible and ensure that we keep committed to excellence as we always have and always will be. Now with this, I'd like to call upon our general evaluator for this session, Toastmaster Carolyn. Toastmaster Carolyn works as a direct psychologist in CMC Vellore. She really enjoys reading books a lot. She enjoys listening to podcasts, but most of all, she enjoys interacting with people and gleaning in stories from them. And she has a lot of stories. Believe me, if you are in Toastmasters Club, you will get to know about it. Toastmaster Carolyn, it's yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. So, very good evening to all our lovely guests and our fellow Toastmasters, and a special welcome to our dear distinguished Toastmaster Gayatri. Thank you so much for being here with us. And in Toastmasters, we have 3 segments, and first is the prepared speech segment, the next is the table topic, and the cream is the evaluation, right? So why do we need evaluation? Anybody's got anything to say? Why we need to be evaluated?
To assess the standard and to improve the individuals and the group in total.
Very good. So why we would require evaluation is because we are all good, but we need to get better. We need to improve our craft. So today with me, I would like to call upon a team, okay, of craftsmen. So just think about what we are going to do, like maybe what a jeweler would do in a jewelry store. Alright? So we have 5 people to come up here to give their roles, and they will introduce their roles and you will get to know about it better. So without any further ado, I would like to first call the timer for the day to please come on stage and explain her role.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today I am playing the role of timer. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, icebreaker speeches, and also the evaluator. I will also alert the speeches about the time they are left using green card, yellow card, and the red card. Icebreaker speeches should be limited to 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will show the green card. At 5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will show the red cards. Table topic speaker should limit between 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will show the red card. Evaluation should be happen within 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. And at the end of the meeting, I will come upon with my reports. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon Vani, the art counter for today, to give her introduction.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the name suggests, as an art counter, the purpose of the art counter is to note words or sounds that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks. I will listen for overused words like but, well, so, etc. and filler words such as I will also note when the speaker repeats a word or phrase. This means like I, this means, that means, etc. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon the grammarian for today to come and give his introduction.
Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers listening carefully to their language usage. I will note down any improper language as well as outstanding words, quotes, sayings or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. So today, for today's meeting, the word we are going to see is onomatopoeia. Yesterday during the dry run, we discussed, and this is the word that we are going to see. So, you know, English is a funny language, and of course it does have a peculiar pronunciations and all. So, O-N-O-M-A-T-O-P-O-E-I-A, this is a word derived from the Greek language and the late Latin language. So, onomato, so this this should not be pronounced as onomatopoeia. So this will definitely give you a wrong meaning and pronunciation. Okay, so onomato means name. Poem means in Greek to make poet or poem. Okay, so the example, for example, the sound made by the snake. How does the snake make a sound? So the HISS is the onomatopoeic word. And similarly, this sound, when you open a Coca-Cola bottle, it pops out a car. This is another onomatopoeic sound. So the rest I think I posted in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.
Pop. That's the only way we can use that word, because we are opening out toast for all the Toastmasters, because we are in a celebratory mood. I don't know whether anybody will be able to use that word, but if you can, really come up and use that word, we'll be really, really happy to do that. Now we're going to introduce another very important person who is the listener. So I would like to call up Toastmaster John to come on stage and give his introduction.
Onomatopoeia is a big word that I remembered this, I think it's, what is it called, a riddle from my old age. Onomatopoeia is a big name. If you can't say it, it's a big shame. Say it. Say it. No, I asked you to say it. That's what you should be doing today. Listening very carefully, okay? Okay, so if you've been keenly watching all the things that are very important for your public speaking, like keeping up with time, grammar, and not saying ahs and moves and all of those things, what is more important than that for you to become a public speaker?
Eye contact.
Eye contact, yes, what else? What else?
Voice modulation.
Voice modulation, body language and all of those things, no? You know what's more important than all of those things?
Listening.
And that is why I'm here. So when I started, when I wanted to become a public speaker, you know what I did? I listened to the top world's most famous speeches, and I made mind maps of these speeches to see where exactly, what are they talking, where are they talking, when are they telling the story, how are they telling the story, when are they adding data to the speech, when are they pausing, all of those things. So that is what I am here for. I want all of you to listen very, very carefully, because I will come back again and ask you questions. And if you answer, you will get the greatest gift. You know what the greatest gift is? Any guesses?
Chocolate.
The gift of public speaking. Yeah, I can see everybody's face going. Okay, I'll give you chocolates, don't worry. You will get the gift of public speaking, and I will give you chocolates also. So please, whatever it takes, making notes, keenly watching, keep your eyes open and not sleeping, whatever it takes, listen, because you will get chocolates along with the gift of public speaking.
Alright, so I was saving the best for the last. Okay, so now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Ramesh to come and give his description of what he is going to do. And remember, it's very, very important for us to enjoy it. It's not all serious issues here, okay? So all of you, please do some exercise, warm up, and please listen to what Sir has to say. All the best.
So what is my role? So, how many of you have come across this term called micromanagement? At workplace? Have you experienced? Yes. So there was a conflict between the manager and an employee. Okay? So the employee wanted to make a complaint about the manager to the management. And he escalated the issue and he went to the management and told, yes, my manager is troubling me a lot and he is micromanaging me. So he felt so bad about it that he is being micromanaged at all times. What he did, he went to the administration and he escalated, and the administration called both the parties there and they had a discussion there, and they tried to understand both parties' view. And since they wanted to document whatever complaint, and the employee was asked to put it in writing. And he said, my manager is a nitpicker and he is always keeping a close eye on me and I want to make a complaint about it. He said, okay, put it in writing. And the employee, as he was writing, the micromanager, he just leaped into the letter and saw, hey, what are you writing, man? Nitpicker, no? It's me. Does a hyphen come there? So to that extent, what he says is that he is admitting, yes, I am a micromanager to whatever extent I can be. Even in Toastmasters, we are being micromanaged. Not to that extent where somebody goes and complains, yes, I am being micromanaged. So that's not the case here. We mutually, comment about ourselves in a very positive way, and we grow a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Actually, to see Ramesh sir sitting here, every time I come up on stage, he'll have his glasses like this and he'll be looking, and it'll be really intimidating. So when they gave the role of a joke master to Ramesh sir, I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? How are we going to laugh? Thank you, sir, that it was really you really tickled the funny bone in us. So now what I'm going to do is going to give the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, and I would really like to say all best wishes and good luck to the prepared speaker and all the evaluators. So we'll come back with the report at the end of the segment. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you all. Now we are coming to the most important segment of Toastmasters, one of the three main segments of Toastmasters, the prepared speeches. This is where fellow Toastmasters who wishes to complete their project will come forth and give a speech for 5 to 7 minutes, depending on whatever the project definition is. Today we have one of our very own Toastmasters, Toastmaster Madhu Balaji, coming and giving us prepared speech. Toastmaster Madhu Balaji, please come. To evaluate Toastmasters Madhu Balaji, it will be evaluator for Toastmaster Madhu Balaji will be our fellow very own Toastmaster Manish.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So let's begin. I'll be the evaluator for Toastmaster Madhu Balaji. Toastmaster Madhu Balaji will be giving us level 1, project 1, that is icebreaker speech. The time limit for icebreaker speech is 4 to 6 minutes, and the purpose of the icebreaker speech is to introduce himself to the club and to learn the basics of public speaking. And I will be evaluating him on the 5 aspects: clarity, vocal variety, eye contact, gestures, and comfort level. And I wish all the very best for the Toastmaster Madhu Balaji. What will you, Toastmaster of the day, to introduce the speech?
Toastmaster Madhu Balaji. Please come on stage. Yes, yes. Toastmaster Madhu Balaji is giving his level 1 project 1 today. It's on the title Switch from Rote Learning to Conceptual Learning. Toastmaster Madhu Balaji, switch.
Does anyone know what Namakkal is famous for? Yes, it's poultry farms. So in the early 2000s, there were a special type of poultry farms in Namakkal. They were the boarding schools. So I was enrolled for one of those schools. And the idea is to train the students to prepare for the 12th board for 3 years instead of the stipulated 1 year period.
Control is not. You don't have to.
It's changing.
Changing.
But it's late.
Yeah. It's working on one side.
Fine. So the students there were basically doing rote learning. They just learn and just vomit on the 3rd and the 12th papers. Somehow I ended up in a medical school. The first year was smooth since the subjects were very few and all of them were easily memorizable like anatomy and biochemistry. But in the later years, we had some clinical, patient-centric subjects which involved a lot of critical thinking. That became a nightmare for me. So those were some of the difficult times when I started searching answers for what exactly is thinking. Can someone define what is thinking?
Structured thoughts.
Okay. Is imagination thinking? Or the emotions that you feel is thinking? Or the recollection of previously stored memories in your brain is thinking?
Structured.
At this point, I just got introduced to a concept called metacognition. It is thinking about thinking. It's just about scientifically understanding how your brain functions and how you're going to organize your thoughts in the brain. It involves planning, monitoring, and assessment of the strategies which will work better for your learning needs. So I just came to know about the strategies which work better for me. Those were writing a summary of the topic which I am going to read, as well as formulating a self-centered questions which would help me to understand the topic better. So let me elaborate on how your mind works. This is a very complex topic, so I just want to go deep into that. If you want to think or want to make some decision in life, you need 3 components. One is clarity, creativity, and confidence. So clarity is the ability to perceive the similarities and differences between things and which are closely related to each other, or to be able to critically analyze a problem to its core and come up with a solution or hypothesis. Creativity is like seeing two different situations and trying and being able to connect those 2 things. It's like there was the printer ad where the paper jam in a printer has been compared to that of a traffic jam. So it's basically to think out of the box. Confidence is not about how you present yourself. It is like, thinking on your own mind, whether you'll be able to rely on the decisions or thoughts which comes in your mind. So to make you understand it and to make it simpler, I'm going to give you some points. There are 3 levels of consciousness when a child grows. The first level is the sensing stage, when the child senses that some object is in front of it, but it doesn't know what exactly it is. The second stage is the perception stage, when the child gets to identify things. It identifies the object as a chair, but he doesn't know what exactly it is. The third stage is the concept formation stage, when the child combines 2 or 3 different chairs which it has seen and puts it in a single folder in his brain and names it as a chair. So this is called knowledge or clarity. Creativity and confidence are the byproducts of clarity. If you have more clarity, more concepts in your brain, you will have more confidence and more creativity. Imagine if there is another child who has stored an image of a table in that brain folder named as chair. So he will call a table as a chair. So this is what the confusion happens even in higher level concepts like marriage, love, happiness, etc. So these pre-formed concepts or thoughts are stored in specific well-sorted folders in different domains in your brain.
Going back.
Yeah. Are stored in specific domains in your brain. Whenever you try to solve a problem or you try to understand an equation, these concepts get highlighted and a new type of wiring forms or a block forms in the brain each time. Thus, these concepts or patterns which we form as a child helps us in solve a problem or to learn a new subject. To learn a subject or to solve any problem, multiple such wirings are required. Have you ever heard, do you remember the Pythagoras theorem equation formula? So do you remember where we used it? Actually, we are using it in everyday life. Whenever we wanted to climb a ladder to reach a wall, we have to use the same equation. So subconsciously, we are using it in our daily life, but we don't remember it. So I've been practicing metacognition for a while now. It has immensely helped me to build my career as a physician scientist. My scientific hypothesis on cancer chemotherapy drug screening has been awarded or ranked as the 7th among the top 10 biotechnology innovations in 2023 by the Department of Biotechnology. It's not about what subject or what course you choose in your college. It is essential that your brain develops that problem solving skills. To make it simple, how by learning that subject you will be able to solve a problem or a pain point in the society. So as parents, what steps you have taken to ensure that your children acquire conceptual education? Over to you, Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhu Balaji, for that wonderful speech. 3 C's. It was very interesting. You gave a very interesting perspective, actually, through the eyes of a doctor, an oncologist, I believe. Through what is
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, just now we're going to the next phase of our meeting. This is where our educational speaker will be coming forth and speaking about how Toastmasters transform everyone's, transforms our life. Transformation through Toastmaster. I'd like to invite our educational speaker, distinguished Toastmaster, Ms. Gayatri, to the stage.
How are you all?
Yes,
Really? Not feeling hot or sweaty? The beauty of Toastmasters is it is a place where you, if the session really goes well, the sweat or the heat or the other uncomfortness that you generally face outside will not matter to you. I'm not sure how many of you would have continued being in a place if it was not for a Toastmasters meeting. Probably some of you would have cribbed, some of you would have yelled at someone, some of you would have given up and moved forward. But the beauty of Toastmasters is the environment that we maintain generally enables you to deal things in a more professional way. And that is Toastmasters. But before I speak more about Toastmasters and this organization and how you can use it well, I would like to hear from you all on what you perceive Toastmasters as. Yeah. Somebody's feeling very grateful to the So let me ask this question. Maulish, right?
Monish.
Monish. What is Toastmasters to you?
It's a place where I can come there and experiment my speech, communication as well as my feelings.
Okay. Place where we can communicate and experience communication. Experiment. Okay, wonderful. Kaushik, what's it for you?
It's about speaking way better than I used to before,
Okay.
and also leading way better than I used to.
Okay, so how do you say you're better than before?
With lot of failure, you become better, right? So every time I go on
You
stage,
failed here a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. How many of you are guests here? You're here for the first time? Some of you are like, okay, hello. What did you think was Toastmasters?
I think it is a platform where people can definitely on mission stage can build their confidence in public speaking and leadership skills.
Well, what is Toastmasters for you?
Well, for me, Toastmasters is a family where everyone helps each other to become better.
Your parents know about this? Okay. Well, I've been with Toastmasters for the last 10 years. And when I ask this question universally to everybody, there is one answer that everybody agrees to. Let me experiment with the Toastmasters who are present here. So they say that Toastmasters had made them live two lives. One before Toastmasters and one after Toastmasters. Yeah, Bharat is giving a big nod. So this is essentially a forum that makes you speak better. That's all it does, right? It's only going to make you a better public speaker. So why do we think it is something that will change our life? That we live two lives. Why do we say that? Kevin, why? I mean, do you agree with this statement that your life is much different after Toastmasters?
Maybe your outlook changes. I don't know if life.
No, is it for you? I'm not speaking about others. Do you think you see a significant change in life after Toastmasters?
I can't deny that. I would definitely say that it has.
Okay. So the beauty here is most of our life depends on our ability to communicate. Imagine you are going to a restaurant, okay, and you got a big dosa and there is a small cup of sambar they serve. Sometimes they do that, right? The hotel is very magnanimous with the dosa size. And then you start eating and then you like the dosa so much, but halfway through the sambar is over. Tell me honestly, how many of you, I mean, raise your hands if you feel shy for asking that extra cup of sambar. Yeah? Others are shy to raise their hands also. That is the reality. Imagine you, I mean, I think most of you are out of college, okay? Some of you may be there. You may be in a school or in a college. And you did something wrong, like you stayed out, you did something naughty, your parents were called. When you went to your home, how many of you had the courage to go and handle the situation in the right way? Some of you still may be struggling to communicate this back to your wife or your husband, right? You told that you were going to meet your friends. Your wife already said you should be back by 10. You go and meet them, you're always late. Don't do that. And you will be like, no, today I'll be coming back by 9:30 sharp, I'll come. 9:30 sharp only the party started. At that time you forgot everything and then you will come back at 11:30. You thought the wife is asleep. You'll open the door and they will be waiting for you like this. You're always this. But do you know, your life is actually going to be different depending upon the response that you say. Yeah? You tell, don't torture me like this. If you keep doing this, I'll go for more parties. You will never go for party after that. I can assure you that. But if on that particular point you said, wow, you're so lovely. You love me so much that you cannot sleep without me. I love your cat. They will still be angry, but you will be able to manage the situation much better. Any situation that you take in your life will actually change based on the way you communicate. Because of Toastmasters, like Kaushik said, you come here and make a lot of mistakes. Eventually you learn it better. It could be your conversation with your parents, it could be the conversation with your spouse, it could be the conversation with your managers. I think how many of your doctors, and I'm actually scared listening to the speeches actually.
Who will give such a deep thought and icebreaker? I am so scared actually. Metacognition, thinking about thinking. Wow. So it could be even your patients. In fact, we have a club in Nagarkoil that's dedicated to doctors. And when we ask them, what is your motivation to be a Toastmaster while you're being doctors? Because we generally do not, very sorry to say, we do not actually associate doctors with speaking, or even humorously speaking is definitely not in the same sentence as doctors any day. It doesn't come out. But then when we spoke with them, they said they actually have their nurses also back as part of Toastmasters. And they said they have a significant change in the way they speak with their patients. Basically, they said our nurses are more patient when they speak with the patients. Yeah. So that's a wordplay that the doctor used, and I said, doctor using wordplay, I am very impressed. And that person said, no, we are also normal human beings. We also laugh at Vadivel jokes. We also enjoy life. Today I believe, because many doctors are putting reels every day. I don't know, I think the business grows only with reels even for doctors, I guess. And some of them have transformed into stand-up comedians. So the beauty here is, it could be anything. You could be in any profession. You could be a student, you could be a professional, you could be anybody. And if you have the power of communication in your pockets, then the beauty is, you will have confidence. So in Toastmasters, if you ask me what do we actually give, what is the primary skill that we give to Toastmasters, it is actually not public speaking. In fact, there are probably better avenues and different ways where you could become a better speaker. Like if you have a good mentor, you work with them one-to-one, probably you will speak better than being in a Toastmasters setup. If you probably go for coaching classes, they will give you better language command. But in Toastmasters, what happens is, you get confidence. Now imagine somebody comes here and forgets the speech. Okay? What happens? What happens in a real life? In real life, say for example, you failed in mathematics, or you broke a vase or a jar when you were a child, okay? Or you did something wrong. Okay, let's take math fail. I think most of us can relate to it. Even doctors probably, you are like always 100%. You probably got 99% and you are feeling the same thing like others felt when they failed in mathematics. Okay? You take the paper, you go to your father or mother and you show it to them. What will they say? What did they say? Some of you are nodding, so you had real life experience. What did they say? Did you fail in maths ever? First French, first rank. Okay, but generally what will they actually say when you go and tell them that I failed in mathematics, I got low marks? What do they say? And all of you don't look like our doctor who is first rank holder, not that person definitely. Kaushik, what will your father say?
I was in a boarding school, so I had to meet my father.
He's like, I don't want to reveal how badly my father scolded me. So I'm just covering up. But okay, let me say. First question they will say, yesterday you were watching TV. I told you had math exam today. Why were you watching TV? Always watching cartoons, always watching TV. That's what they say, right? Today, if it is today's children, they get scoldings like, always on mobile. Why are you sitting on mobile? First point, the parent would have only got a mobile for the child. Second point, the parent also will be watching the mobile only, but they will scold the child like everything. Why are you always on the mobile? That is only spoiling you. Internally, the child will be saying, Amma, 15 minutes over, I have to go and play. When will you complete the scolding? The child will be waiting that way. But in Toastmasters, if somebody forgets their speech, we never tell them, yesterday you should have prepared better. Last week itself you were assigned the speech. Why didn't you do that? We never ask such questions. You know the first thing that we tell them? We tell them it takes a lot of courage for you to stand up from your seat and come here and speak. To overcome that. Kudos to you for that. In fact, it's real, right? It's true. Because if you are not prepared, you don't want to go to the place and give your speech. On that day you will say tire puncture, I got a fever, my family got fever, my son is not feeling well. You will find 100 reasons for not coming. But one person made an effort and they still came here. So that is something really big. And the second thing, do you know what we tell them? In case you forget, in case this happens, let me give you a tip. You should remember that only you know your strength. forget the script, speak whatever comes to your mind. The audience will never know what was your original script. So just try to cover it up. In fact, great orators are not great people with great memory. They are the people who can easily manage when things go wrong. And then you know what is the third thing that they tell you? In future, when you start preparing speeches, create major points so that you can remember better. Create it as a story so that you will never forget. So 3 things that we gave. If we implement this in our real life with everything that goes wrong, you will be the best human around. But it's very difficult to implement. Number 1, seeing the positive side of everything that went wrong. Something might have happened really terrible in your life. But if you think a little, there will always be a silver lining out of it. There will always be something really good. Probably you may not realize at that point, but if you hold on to it. In fact, there is a theory, let me test it out. Do you remember the biggest, happiest moment in your life? Can you all think of a happiest moment in your life? Yeah? Now, go back to its starting point. From where it started. How pleasant is that memory? Most of the time it will be from a big low point. Big negative. Something would have terribly gone wrong. And then you rebuild something and then come up. And that would be the happiest moment. So happiness is directly proportional to the sadness or the challenges that you actually feel. So we start with looking at the life in a very positive outlook way. So you try to look at positive things in everything. In fact, day before yesterday I was in a place where one person was giving a session and then he showed a picture with a lot of people holding hands and saying teamwork and everything. And then he asked, what is wrong with this picture? And people started saying some people are not holding hands properly, some letters are not written right, and some font is out of place and all. Trust me, I couldn't find a single flaw. I thought if I go and work as a tester, I will terribly fail. Because over a period of time, even if something goes wrong, you start looking at life in a more positive way. You start thinking what's next. And then when you start thinking it that way, your transformation is beautiful. Last year we had our annual conference in a place, and this was in a 5-star hotel. And what happened was in about, we had the opening ceremony in the evening, everything was going well. And at night, 2 o'clock, I got a call from my fellow Toastmaster. And he said, Gayatri, can you come down? I said, 2 o'clock, you're still partying. Tomorrow we have conference. He said, no. The hall where we were having the event, it caught fire. So I said, are you serious? He said, yes, I am not playing with you. You are the elected district director, I did not play pranks with you. Please come down. I came down and I really saw that there was flares going up. That place was a temporary, not a temporary tent, honestly it was there for almost 10 years, but it caught fire. So, in any other situation, when there is a fire, generally people panic, they'll be running and everything. But the beauty I saw there was, everybody was calmly standing. Some of them went inside, took some things out from the side entrance. So I went there and then I saw that there was a big deal of damage. And then the hotel people said, we will take care of this. Don't worry, we have the other room available, but it's only available till 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock we have another event. So we all went to the lobby. At 2 o'clock in the morning, we ordered coffee. We had a cup of coffee, and then we started reworking on the agenda. There was no chaos, no crisis, no feeling bad that something negative is happening, something went wrong and everything. And morning 8 o'clock, the new hall was ready. We had our event manager, we called him at 2 o'clock we said, his things were still there in the place. So he came running. Luckily everything was fine. So morning 8 o'clock, the event happened in the second hall. I'm not sure if you guys attended it because nobody knew about this. Nobody knew about this. We said the second day event is in a different place. Within half an hour, we reworked on the agenda, we moved certain things to the next day, we said, okay, fine, done. And then 3 o'clock, all of us went to sleep. 8 o'clock when we came back, the hall was ready. Everything was in place. Nobody other than the 5-6 people who were awake at 2 o'clock, who were staying in the hotel, know about this fire accident. So we said, don't communicate this to anybody because we don't want anybody to start thinking about anything around this. We handled it
such a calm way. And that happens only with years of practicing. Like your VP, your speaker will drop out. You will not yell at the speaker, you don't have any responsibility. What kind of work you are doing, you never do that. See, is that so? Your grandma passed away? That's so sorry, pa. Next week you come and give the same speech, no problem. And then you will tell the president, you are the backup speaker today, give the prepared speech. Yeah, I gave last week only. The same speech you prepared for a different objective today. I don't know what you will do. You come up with speech 10 more minutes for you after the president will attend. You manage. President will say, okay, pa, what else I can do? We will do that. We can do that. And we would have done that. So that is the biggest transformation that you will see through Toastmasters. If you see every role that you perform here, it could be timer, it could be accounter, it could be grammarian, everything will have an innate learning that you will have. If you are a timer, you have the crucial responsibility to show the cards and also note the time and also listen to the speech. Sometimes you get carried away with the speech, you forget to show the card, that is your mistake. Now beauty here is sometimes you will have someone very, very superior and they will be here. You will be scared to show the red card, but you should show it on their face. They may stare at you. You should smile and say, red card. Please wrap up in 30 seconds. Probably in a community club you may not experience this, but in corporate clubs we have senior managers to freshers sitting in the same place. The fresher will come and evaluate the senior manager because grammatical skills needs to be improved. Please work on that. They have to listen to it because everybody is flat in Toastmasters club. They'll say, okay, pa, I will look into it. I read Renan Martin grammar. You come and speak some new language. But looks like I have to make a change to my learning. You have to do that. That's the beauty of Toastmasters. So let me pause speaking here. I'll take a couple of questions from you and then probably put it over. How much time do I have, by the way?
6 more minutes.
6 more minutes. Okay, we'll take a couple of questions and we'll wrap it up with that. So, any questions, anything on Toastmasters or anything that you think I can answer, please go ahead.
Why should you join Toastmasters?
That's what I was thinking for such a long time. Okay, I'll tell you 3 things. Okay. Number 1, there is no educational program like Toastmasters. In fact, I want our education system to transform this way because this is open-ended learning. You can fix your targets, you can fix your goals, you can take your own time to complete, you can repeat as many times as you want, you can decide whether you've qualified or not. Your evaluator cannot say, you have to repeat the project. He can say, I humbly request that and recommend that you repeat your project because it's not meeting the objective. You can say, I met the objective, you can keep your evaluation yourself and move away. Nobody will stop you because it is purely your responsibility. And when you take responsibility of your education, it is really beautiful. Because I have enrolled my daughter in one such school and I have always told her don't take life so seriously and if you don't finish your homework, don't study before the day, before the exam. They don't have exams as in where there is a rote learning and question answering kind of thing. But still I tell her don't prepare, there are no marks or grades anyway. But the real responsibility that I see with her is she'll stay late till 1 o'clock and finish the work. I've seen the same things with Toastmasters also. I've seen people who are admitted in hospital, they will say they will get discharged and they will come to contest master role. They would have signed up. Caroline, I'm not referring to you by the way. I've seen people with cancer, okay, they don't speak about it. But when they have a Toastmaster meeting, when they have a session, it gives them super duper energy to come and do things because we all know that it's all the internal energy. So this is the open learning system because you take responsibility of your learning. Number 2, it's a 100-year-old organization run purely by volunteers. None of us are paid to do what we are doing here. I came from Chennai to Vellore, probably my travel reimbursement will be taken care. Beyond that, I don't get even a single rupee for being part of this club meeting. Not just me. All the Toastmasters all over the world do their sessions for free. Otherwise, outside of Toastmasters, they charge lakhs and lakhs of rupees. Even we bring world champions to our district conferences every year. We take care of their travel tickets. But if that person does a corporate event, they charge 5 to 7 lakhs. But they do it for free for Toastmasters. Because we believe that this forum has given us so much that we want to give back. Now, 100 years we had World War, we had pandemic, we had Great Depression. but this program sustained. And I don't think anything non-profit, not run by people who are into it full time, survive this long. So if you want to be part of something that is much bigger than you in life, if you want to understand your true version, how to attain your best version, you may still be an introvert, you may still have grammatical errors when you speak, but how do you ensure that you create the impact that you want to create? Right from getting a cup of sambar to getting permission in your home to do what you want. Toastmasters will help. Yes, coach.
It's also cheaper than gym membership.
Gym membership, yeah. Yeah, actually this program is actually one of, in fact, 2 weeks ago I went to pitch it in a corporate and he said, yeah, I want to bring it to my members. This is the cheapest program. I said, I wish I hear this very often. Because 800 rupees per month is nothing. If you can get an international program, it is much costlier. It is much costlier. If you want to meet people in Toastmasters, otherwise, it's not this cheap. I'll probably take one more or two more questions based on what is the time left. One more question. Yeah.
So there is evaluation part being done by an evaluator, but learning also involves an introspection, like certain thinking. You introspect and you correct yourself always. It's like a critical appraisal of yourself. So how did you introspect yourself and improve on your own in your initial phases as a public speaker?
Yeah. See, the beautiful and the sad part is we are our best critic and our worst fan. Because we look for perfection. All others will be saying that was a brilliant speech and we will be telling why did you start with that opening? You had something else prepared in your mind. So for me, really when we start preparing the speeches, when we prepare the speeches, we are our first evaluators. So only when it reaches a version that is convincing for us, we go to our mentors. Then we fine tune it and then we go to the meeting and then we speak and our evaluator gives a feedback. So it's a 3-level evaluation. Actually, my journey of transition has been to start being my first fan than being the first critic. Start telling myself that I've created something really good. This is so awesome. This is such a nice piece of information that I've created. And that kind of elevated the work that I started doing. And I think that always happens with people who are aiming to perform well. In fact, another transition that I actually happened in the last 10 years is looking for excellence instead of perfection. Because there is nothing perfect, nothing will be perfect. You plan everything to the T and you try to implement, there will definitely be something that goes wrong. But if you are able to give your best and then see how great things happen, it gives a different outlook to you for yourself in life. And mostly people around us are happy to be with us because otherwise we keep looking, what did you do, why didn't you do this, you should have done this better, and they stop working with us. So this is a transition actually, slightly tangential to what you asked, but this was my journey. Probably one last question and we'll wrap it up. Yeah, thanks for the red card here. One last question anybody has? Yeah, please.
I'd like to think that experience plays a role in a speaker. The more experience you have, the more better speaker. How do you think Toastmasters might do that?
Yeah, in fact, it is not about the number of years of experience. Experience for me is a different term in Toastmasters. See, I can tell 100 instances of people who have transformed. Okay, for example, I can say if you never give up and you pursue a goal, it will definitely fall in place. You will probably believe that based on who actually is saying. But today, Bharat and Kaushik are living examples of how to transform a club. I think 6 weeks ago or 8 weeks ago, this club meeting was happening in a smaller place, which could only hold about 10-12 people, and they were finding it difficult to fill people there. So I think we met in the month of January during officers training program, and I said, we will transform this club. You have to be the forerunners, I will give you ideas, I will give you directions. And we had a lot of discussion. They came up with some ideas, I killed it. I said, no, this will not work. We cannot do this. And I'm not saying this because of rudeness or anything, because I've been there, I've failed there, I don't want to try that. You try this will work. And now, Kaushik and Bharat know that if they try something, if they keep trying something, doors will open and things will fall in place. I don't have to come and tell them, Kaushik or Bharat, don't give up. Then we say, ma'am, we won't give up. We know that we should not give up and we are already doing it. So that is the experiential learning that you get here. And speeches for me, if you keep repeating the same speech, it's not going to make sense. Even if you are giving different speeches, it's not going to make a big difference. What will make a big difference is what you do after you give the speech. Do you do that introspection? Do you get feedback from everybody? In fact, there is only small difference between a good speaker and a great speaker. Everybody will give speeches. In Toastmasters, the beauty is the minute you come down, 100 people will come and give you feedback. One person will say your body language was excellent. Another person will say you have to work only on your body language. One person will say that story that you said, it touched me so much. Another person will say that story didn't make any sense to me. So the only thing that differentiates a good speaker and a great speaker is this: your ability to choose which feedback to take and which feedback to leave. In fact, that holds true for your life also. 100 people will come and give you advices. Which one should you take? Which one should you leave? Should be your decision. Most of the time, it's not our decision. Amma sonanga, appa sonanga, they will do. And then 10 years later, they will come and say, why did you marry that girl? Amma, nee dhanamma sonna. I said, this girl looks good, that's all I said. No, on that day she would have said, if you don't marry this girl, I will kill myself. That's what she would have said. But the point here is, we cannot blame our parents, we cannot blame others for our decisions. Decision was ours. We decided to go ahead. We had the opportunity to run away on the day of marriage also. We didn't do that. And we can't blame our parents. So the same holds good for a good speech also. Which feedback do you take and which feedback do you leave? And it comes only with experience of taking a lot of wrong feedbacks and realizing, no, this is not working for me. I have to be me, and that will leave me as the best person. I will leave you all with one small anecdote, okay? Toastmasters, if you think is a platform that will help you become better speakers, absolutely yes. If you work a little extra than others, you will become beautiful leaders that people will be longing to work with you. That's a beautiful feeling, I tell you. But in reality, what it actually does is it will take you to the version of yourself that is very, very close to what you want to be. How many of you would be loving a job if you have to just go watch movies 3 times a day, write reviews about it? How many of you would love that job? Doctors, please don't raise hands and give me heart attack. Doctors are happy, good. But I know most of you would love to do that. Today, what is actually stopping you from doing that? You may give lot of reasons, my mom, my wife, my children. In reality, it is only you. I'll give you a story of one person. He was working with Amazon in US and then he came down to India to settle for good. This was 17 years ago. He found Toastmasters. He joined there. He started speaking. And then he realized that he had a flair for humor. So that was his mentor, Karthik Srinivasan. And he started mentoring this person. And we have numerous speech contests in Toastmasters. And he won at the club level. So if you win at the club level, other club winners will also come with you. 4 more club winners will compete with you. You compete with them. He won at the next level, which is area level. And then he won at the next level. And the final level at that time, 17 years ago, whole of India and Sri Lanka was a single district. So all the winners from India, all over India and Sri Lanka came together. It happened in Goa. And this person won the humorous speech contest in Goa. Now that is not a big thing. What is big is, next day he came home, he quit his job in Amazon. 17 years ago, stand-up comedy was not a profession. But he realized that he loved speaking humorously, so he started visiting bars and corporates. He started doing shows. He was getting very, very less paid. Today, he does shows all over the world. He visits India, Chennai only 2 times. He does shows in a place called Mutha Subbarao Hall, which is a 1,000-seater auditorium. The minimum ticket price is 1,000 rupees. Maximum goes up to 10,000 rupees. All the great people who are famous celebrities will be definitely there in the first 2 rows of his shows. From K.S. Ravikumar to Bhagyaraj. You name a celebrity, there will be big fans sitting there cheering for this guy. So you can calculate, I mean 1,000 to 10,000 on an average. I mean doctors, you can do hypothesis testing also, but on an average for one show for 1,000 people, he is earning humongous amount that he would have never imagined in his life. And this person attributes all this success to the starting point of his life in Toastmasters. Do you know who this person is? Alex Babu. Yeah. Almost 9 years ago, he was still active in Toastmasters, and I had the privilege to be an MC along with him in one of the events. And today we cannot see him just like that. Alex, how are you? You can speak with my personal assistant if you are looking for any engagement. This is how he speaks because he's super busy. But the beauty is, this person was able to see his true self. In fact, he brought in a new way of stand-up comedy. He doesn't just speak. He sings. He will make music. He will do mimicry. All these talents actually spurged after he became a Toastmaster and after he rediscovered himself. If you don't trust me, go to Amazon Prime. You can see Alex in Wonderland. And the first person who would give credit at the end of the video is his mentor, DTM Karthik Srinivasan. DTM stands for Distinguished Toastmaster. That mentor lost his life to cancer about almost 12 years ago. But he still lives in the work of Alex Dent. And that is the beauty of this program. So if you think this is a platform for communication, absolutely yes. But we do a lot of self-discovery in the path of becoming better speakers. And I truly wish that all of us together help each other to find the best version of ourselves, which is not just being a better speaker or better leader, but being a better human. That's it. Can I take a minute? I want to have some few recognitions. Is it okay if I do it now? Yeah? Okay. So there are few people I really want to recognize, but the first set of people is actually the executive committee of this club, who has been doing a brilliant work in rebuilding the club and taking this forward to so many people. So I request all the executive committee members of Fellow Toastmasters Club to join me on the stage. I have a set of ribbons that I want to hand it over.
It's like 13 of us.
13 executive committee is really good. I'm happy. I have more mementos also. So let's start here. So this is with your assistant team as well, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. I like to recognize all of you. Yeah, associate, assistant. Wonderful. All of you can join. So let me first distribute these magnets then. Congratulations, congratulations. Is this how you ensure everybody attends the meeting? Make everybody part of XCOM. Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. There is a wow. I didn't anticipate. Please, all of you join. Maybe someone can click a pic. This is, I request this being received by the president on behalf of all the club members. This is for you all, okay? Thank you so much for the great work. Thank you for joining. So there's a small secret, there's a code behind the magnet. So if anytime you feel demotivated, you can look at the magnet. Those are magnets. Just put it across in a place there, you will see. Congratulations and thank you for the great work. Wonderful work. Wonderful. Okay. You can go back to your seat. So in any club, of course the team does most of the work, but there are always some leaders who spearhead from the front and they get more beatings always, right? So they get more recognition also. I'd like to give these enthusiasm award ribbons and Toastmaster pins that I'm sure you will all proudly wear to 3 people. They are just representatives of the entire club and I'm sure most of you will join this and you will be recognized very soon. So I request Bharat to join me on the stage.
Just a minute.
Yep. Yeah. Now I request Kaushik to join on the stage and receive this. And I hear there's one more person who's been ably supporting both. Carolina, please join me on the stage. Thank you so much for the awesome work. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work and keep up the energy. Yeah, wonderful. Now it's really back to the Toastmasters.
That was a wonderful speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. And it was very humorous. It was very thoughtful. If I'm audible, right? Now we should go for our break. We should take a 10 minutes break for yeah. Before that, all of us, we'll request every one of us to step forward so that we can take a photo.
Break.
Break.
Yeah, break.
No, let's. Okay, fine. 10 minutes break. We'll have a 10 minutes break. Post that, we'll stand up for a photo.
Folks, we have a cake cutting ceremony for the 6th anniversary. Kindly join us.
Yeah. My house.
They're both connected,
Yeah, don't stop it. Let it go. It's starting. It's recording. Yeah.
Shall I pause?
The video is not stopped, right?
இப்போதான் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி திருப்பி
I think you don't need to stop it. Just let it go. I think it can continuously go, no problem. You can just take it.
கண்டினியூ.
Yeah, continue.
We request District Toastmaster Gayatri to join us.
That looks really good.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Why are you a
Probably we'll
Toastmaster?
switch off the fan now.
Hey, whose phone is this? This is yours, right?
I hope you're getting paid for all this. I don't think so.
Cost price or little less than that.
That's okay. That's fine. That's okay.
This you have to.
Sixth anniversary, your happiness. Very happy with the energy, sir. Yeah. Actually, I'm Sriram சொல்லிட்டு Sriram saying வந்து 25 members Sriram மற்ற ரெண்டுல பாருங்க சொல்லிட்டு the more it grows, let it grow, then we will actually should be your roadmap. When it comes to
I kept traveling to various cities.
சாப்பிடவே இல்லை காலையிலேருந்து சாப்பிட்டேன் கிளாஸ்லேருந்து நேரம் வந்து
I hope the cake was really wonderful. I hope the cake was very tasty. It was nice. If anyone wants water, we have one over here. You can just ask, we'll just give it to you. No, right? I think we can proceed with our session then. So now we are coming to the most exciting session of our Toastmasters event, the table topic session. This is where we will be calling each and every one of you, guests or Toastmasters, come forth and we will be giving you a topic upon which you will be speaking for 2 to 3 minutes. I think to do that, I will be inviting Toastmaster Pritika on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. As he explained, you all come to know what is the table topic segment, right? So without further ado, I would like to call the first volunteer to participate in the table topic. Is any Toastmaster I would like to call? So today, as we are celebrating, I am not going to give you any topic. You are going to select what you want. Okay? I want you to select one from this. So the topic for you is a silent sea never made a skillful sailor. A silent sea never made a skillful sailor. Toastmaster Mohish.
Silent sea never made a skillful sailor. So what do I understand by the quote is that a life without any challenges won't make any skillful person or a skillful person who live. And it is true as well. You see a person's like if he is not faced with any challenges, he would sit in a room and won't make any progress in life. And this applies to every part of our life, even in career as well.
I've seen a lot of people who have not taken the challenges to progress in career, and at the same time, I see a lot of other people who take challenges and steps forward in time. So, as our Toastmaster, tabletop master given the topic, a silent seed never makes a skillful rider. Take challenges and make progress in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monesh. The time I wanted to recall the time limit for table topic was 1 to 2 minutes. You can talk maximum to 2.5 minutes. Now I would like to call other volunteers. Maybe Monica would you like to. Say what is select one. She selected flowers. All flowers will bloom in its own time. All flowers will bloom in its own time.
So God has gifted each and every one of us with a treasure called life. So He has designed our lives in a better way than what we want at any point of time. So without hurrying up for things that we want in life, if we give little space and trust in God for trusting in Him to receive the blessings that we have, our life will be more beautiful than we envision our life to be. So each and every one of us will have our own time to excel and to experience whatever our life is given to us by God. So let us all wait for our own time to make our lives more beautiful.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for that wonderful DD. Now I would like to call any guest to volunteer. Yes, sir, please come. Firstly, I appreciate you for coming here. Your name? Please select one. Everything has beauty, not everybody sees it. Everything has beauty, not everybody sees it.
Black is a beauty, but how many of us acknowledge its fact like that? There have been so many clashes, riots, and caste and racial discrimination against the black people in this world, in every single community, every single state and society. But has anyone even tried to look them as a human being, as a person? No, they have been honest, individual, successful, sincere people working, but they have only decided to discriminate based on a beauty hallmark, that is the color of black. But they were very good human beings, and we should try to look beyond that one stigma or association to a person as a color. So we should try to look beyond the natural ingredients, what we see as beauty, and look deep into a person of who they are, what they are, and understand them and acknowledge their presence and give them their value in life. Because everyone is living a struggle of their own in the society. We should appreciate them, we should allow them to grow and not limit themselves to one aspect of life and not categorize it on that one way. Thank you.
Firstly, I would appreciate your confidence, and after given topic, you did not even take time to think you. You are really so good. Can we have one more guest to come? Sir? There are only two more left. Trees. When the roots are strong, there is no fear of wind. When the roots are strong, there is no fear of wind.
group, we have come across a lot of trees in our lives, you know. I read three things about trees, you know. The first thing is they grow. They have to grow in our life. And second thing is they compete with each other. Because if you plant a tree, our experts would say that plant at least 3 trees together. What it does is it fights each other. So the fighting spirit, I like it. I like the fighting spirit of the trees. So the spirit, it grows up. Obviously the roots will be stronger and it grows up, right? So we have to learn something from that, and we have to combine with that in our life. We have come across so many situations, and we have to keep our roots strong. Whatever we are going through in our life, we have to keep our roots stronger so that our basement will not be weakened and everything will be steady in our life. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You are also confident and very good at it. So some of guests might be wondering why do we have this table topic segment, right? Because we are calling you and giving you some topics and to speak. There are some benefits that you get out of this segment. Firstly, it will boost your confidence and you will be ready to face any situations in your life because you are coming here unprepared and facing 30 plus people and giving a talk. And that is appreciable. So with this, we'll end this segment and I'll hand over the session to the Toastmaster for you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Preetika. That was very wonderful. In fact, I'd like to add one more benefit. You see, it helps in interviews as well. Last week, I had an interview for a college. I went and I attended. They made me sit down and they asked me the same questions. What is your name? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to pursue the MBA? Blah, blah, blah. And then they made me sit down and they asked a question. I'm going to give you a proverb. We're going to speak about it for 3 minutes. It was almost the same as the one you said, right, with the silent seas. But it was like, never judge a fish by its ability to climb trees. They asked me to speak about it for 3 minutes, and at that time, I actually thanked Toastmasters very much for that. So this kind of like reminded me of that. And yes, and now we're entering into the next stage of our Toastmasters meeting, the general evaluation phase. This is where the general evaluator will come and the tag team will come forth and send their and present their evaluations about each and every one of our speeches. Toastmaster can you?
So what did you learn in this segment? What did you learn today? What was your take home today? You came, you attended the 6th anniversary of Delhi Toastmasters Club. What is your take home? I want all of you to take a moment to think about the prepared speaker, about the educational session, and take a moment to ponder and think what is your take home from all of this. And before that, I would like to now call upon the tag team to come forward and give their report. I'm so sorry. We will have now the speaker's evaluator to come forward and give his comments on the prepared speech. Over to you, Monish.
Thank you, Madam Evaluator. For Toastmaster Madhubalaji, switched from broad learning to conceptual learning. It was very informative filled speech, and kudos to you, Toastmaster Madhubalaji, as this is the first step in prepared speeches, and as our BGM said, it takes a lot of courage to come here and speak. And also, my family wishes for your self-welfare being taught in irrespective. Okay. And when it comes to feedback, I have positives that I have noted and some feedbacks that I have got. When it comes to positives, first of all, eye contact. When you first came to Toastmasters, I've seen that you looked at things and you spoke, and that has changed. That you have looked around the people, and that is the first major thing that I have noticed. That is eye contact, and you have used your hand gestures
that when you are speaking, you use your animation. It was not tight and it was not stuck. You have used it and you remain calm throughout your speech, as there were a lot of hiccups because of this warm environment and some issues like PPT. Even after all those issues, you remain calm. That is a very special skills that people lack. And finally, interaction with audience. You gave an example, that is Pythagoras example, which was very relatable to everybody, and you ask questions to. And when it comes to feedback, I would expect a summarization, as it is a very difficult topic. We could have summarized it in simple language, it would be easy to understand. And second is use of stage. You secluded yourself to one position. So I would expect that you use your stages of interact with people. And finally, local variety. So it was some, I felt that it is monotonous throughout the speech, so you can introduce some local varieties. That's it with my feedback and positive that I have noticed. I know that you will do great in your future speech. Thank you.
Now, we would like to quickly call upon the tag team, and I will call upon the timer of the day to come and give us timer's report.
Actually, everybody did your job very well, and the time is very comfortable. First, our icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Madhubalaji took 6 minutes 15 seconds to complete his speeches. At this evaluator, Toastmaster Monesh took 2 minutes 10 seconds to his evaluation. And when coming to table topic, Toastmaster Monesh took 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Monica took 1 minute. And our two guests also took 1 minute 10 seconds. Everybody completed with their time limit. No one was disqualified. Everybody is qualified. And time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. So enjoy every minute. Happy Toastmasters.
Thank you, Sharanya. Now, I would like to call upon the R counter to come and give her report.
That was an inspiring speech by Madhubalaji, and not only in terms of the speech, in terms of the art counter also, because he used only 1 hour in his whole speech and 2 repeated words and 1 so. It's very amazing, which I can't do. So, other than that, all other speakers, even when Kritika, Monica, everyone used art only once and so many repeated words, that's okay. Thank you.
Now, I would like to call upon the grammarian, Toastmaster Manohar sir, to come and give his report.
As far as the grammar part of it concerned, there is a much problem. And of course, at the outset, when the Toastmaster Madhubalaji started, there were electronic hiccups initially. Other than that, nothing to be noticed. And the Toastmaster Madhubalaji effectively delivered the goods. A wonderful PowerPoint presentation. He had prepared the PowerPoint in a presentable manner. Appreciation to you. And regarding the other people presented the topics in a casual manner without much ado, and it's a welcome one. And the special speaker organized the points in a story form, and she mentioned about the positivity in life and which should be realized upon open learning system, considering the feedbacks and analyzing and choosing the feedbacks in a positive spirit, and that too in a humorous style is a welcome one. So we take all those things and imbibe and see that we also prosper in the course of time. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon the listener, Toastmaster John.
Okay, are you all ready to get your chocolates?
Yes.
Jaden, come here. He's my chocolate distributor. So I'll ask the question, and so we don't answer immediately. You raise your hands, and I will point to you. You tell like then you answer. Okay? Whoever knows the answer. So the first question is from Ramesh sir's speech. The speech about the joke master. Okay? The question there is, he said a word where the manager wanted to see if there is a hyphen or not. Oh, okay. So micromanagement, no. Okay. Second one to raise hand. Nitpicker. Nitpicker. Okay, put your hand together. Go there. Okay, awesome. The second question is okay. So Dr. Madhubalaji's speech, he spoke about something, and I want what that word is. Want to know what that word is? This word is about thinking about thinking. Okay, Vani. Metacognition. Awesome. Okay. So the third one from the same speech, he attributed something to something. So I will tell you what the thing is, and you will immediately raise hands and tell me what it was attributed. Okay. So Namakkal schools. Okay. Pottery. Already, okay, since you had your chance already, okay, I think okay. Thank you so much. So we'll give it to sir. Okay, put your hands together with okay. You go. He already got the chance. Okay. Okay, the fourth question is so when Toastmaster Gayatri was talking, she spoke about a club dedicated for doctors. Where is the club? Who is it? Okay, no, I think it was Nagarkoil. Okay. Awesome. There's one more chocolate, but I think I'll give it to Jaden, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster John. So now we're coming to the end. I would now give my evaluation report. So the meeting started maybe 5 minutes late. The meeting number was 161. The SAA had come on stage and she had very clearly given an introduction. Sorry, Kalesa had come on stage and he had set the grounds and he had very clearly given a description about what to expect in a Toastmasters meeting. The president came and he gave his opening remarks and he introduced the guests and set the stage for the meeting. And the PMOD came up with very relatable theme for today, and he explained each segment very nicely. We are really honored by the presence of our division director, distinguished Toastmaster Gayatri. Thank you so much for coming. District director, I'm so sorry, division director. This is what happens when you are, jittered. See, when you are into public speaking, you give a lot of credit to a few people, your mentor, people who invest into you, okay, your evaluator, but you don't give so much of importance to the tag team. I want all of you to really give a big round of applause to the tag team of today. They were very good. Most of them were playing the roles for the first time, and it was really amazing that they came up with very innovative ways of presenting their concepts. Table topic master was very, she brought in this picture talk, which was very new, and then she gave for every picture there was a quote, and they had to talk about the quote. I thought that was brilliant. That was really, really amazing. Kudos to you. And the prepared speech. The title was Switch from Rote Learning to Conceptual Learning, which I think is very, 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 very important for parents to understand that, the current school system that is all about memorizing from tables to everything, and just storing in your mind and you don't know where to place it. But experience learning very joyful. And the best gift that a teacher can give a student is, to instill or, stir curiosity so that they, really want to learn on their own. And I think we need to, from henceforth, we need to give a standing ovation for the icebreaker speeches, because it takes a lot of courage to come forward and to give. He might be an amazing person in his own right in his office, but when you come to share in a Toastmasters meeting, it's very important that henceforth we will, give a standing ovation to every icebreaker speech. And the tag team was very good. I think we didn't have hybrid, so there was no problem with network and so forth. I think we need to switch off the TV at the beginning of the meeting, because that kind of distracts people while the meeting is going on. Correct. I think with that we'll come to the end of the session. So I would like to hand over the stage back to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Calvin, for that wonderful evaluation. See, in the beginning, I mentioned that a group of PIT students started this club with the aim of producing a conducive atmosphere wherein communication leadership is cultivated in an environment where without any sort of fear. I kind of witnessed this today as well. When I kind of messed up over here, Toastmaster Calvin was very kind enough to give me a water bottle and mention some soothing words to calm me down. I think this is the spirit of Toastmaster, and this is what we should affirm to commit ourselves in the future as well, to ensure that our meetings are held with the same ethos and the same commitment that the members of the past had. With this, I would like to call for our President, Toastmaster Kaushik, on stage to present the closing remarks.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. That's very hot, no? Yes? There's some problem with the electricity, and that's why I actually come from a family that sweats a lot. To understand. So firstly, we could first get reviews from our guests. But before that, there is a balance sheet that is shared in the WhatsApp group. That will be shared in the WhatsApp group. So as we get feedback from the guests, kindly vote who's the best TV speaker, the best role player, and so on. So let's start with guest feedback. So we have your feedback first.
Hi, yeah, it was good. Like, it was the first time experience. I'm coming on stage and standing and speaking to the listeners here. I don't know how many was a good listener, but still I made my effort. It was good. Yes. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Now do we have your feedback?
Yeah, it was excellent experience. First time we are coming all the way from Banipadi, it's nearly 80 kilometers I guess.
Yeah.
So it's worth like, I also want to be part of it. All the very best for all the Toastmasters, you did all very excellent. I wish I also participated. So.
You can participate in another meeting or so on.
Yeah, sure.
This young man over here is actually from Bangalore. So every week he comes from Bangalore, which is 200 kilometers away, for a Toastmaster meeting.
Yeah, that's great.
So people find it fun and adds a good thing to their life. That's why people do this. Thank you for your feedback. And sir, we have your feedback. Yes, you sir.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you. Ma'am, small feedback.
It's an excellent platform. Particularly, I like the reception and the hospitality when I entered. In fact, Bharat sir, I couldn't find a way through this venue, but Bharat sir was very cooperative and he just took me here. But when I entered the room, the first thing is Kritik, I'm forgetting his name, please pardon me. The way, the smile, that actually creates a very positive environment, and that's what I like. And special thanks to Gayatri Ma'am's talk. It keeps on telling that every dark cloud has a silver lining. That's the take-home thing for me.
good that you found this place positive, because that's the vision and mission of Toastmasters, to make this place positive. And that's how we learn, right? Thank you, ma'am, and we hope to see you again soon. Ma'am, do we have yours? A small feedback?
It's my first time. I feel privileged to be here actually, especially when I'm stopped. It was really my provoking. And I enjoyed everyone that is performance. It was really thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So everyone are a result of their teachers who have taught them. And I found this very creative and interesting that there are so many people helping nurture others to improve their skills. It's a great environment and it's a joy for me coming out of my routine. You know, I was a public speaker during my undergraduation days, like 7-8 years back. And I missed it a lot and I felt real happiness after coming here and coming up on a stage and seeing others grow. It's a great platform. Good work. Great work actually.
Thank you. Okay, that's why you seem confident. You were a public speaker before. Nice to have another person like I'm from you.
I am Pradeep's guest today, and I've been in Venlo for about 49 years, and I didn't know that there was a place like this. And Carolyn and Pradeep have taught me so much about your work, and it's lovely to be here. I'm glad I came.
Thank you. It's one of our MVP, I'm sure. So thank you all. Are the ballots ready? We still have some more time. So I thank all the guests for your feedback, and because you see this is one a positive place, that's true, and also a place to fail and experiment. So you can try a lot of things. How many of you all are speakers in your profession? Say you have to speak to a lot of people. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a lot of people, myself included. But where do we practice speaking, right? It affects a huge part of our careers if we are into speaking, as well as other people. Like how ma'am mentioned the Sambar example. That's very important. But where do we practice or try experiment? Outside of a career? Probably no. But this is a place where we can do it. You know, some people have issues with difficulties with eye contact. You can practice that here. You can say, look at Toastmaster Trivedhan's eyes for about 5 seconds and he won't say a thing. There's nothing about pauses, right? Pauses are good in speeches. You can try it. You can pause your speech, be quiet for 5 seconds. You can look at everybody. And you'll see you'll get the attention of the whole crowd. You can try those things here. And it's very effective when we do it outside in our careers. I've done it. I've done it only after Toastmasters. So this is a place to experiment. Come on every meeting, try different things. No one will say anything to you. It's a positive space. People more encourage you to try different things here and fail. So that I just want to ask Bharat again if the ballots are ready. There is an issue. There is an issue. Okay. No problem. So I'll go ahead with my announcements first. So firstly, next week, our next meeting will be on the 9th of March. And it won't be a regular meeting. It will be a contest. It is for members only, but you guys can come join. It will be run by people apart from this club. So who are going to participate in that? Raise of hands. Toastmasters who are participating. Who is not participating in the contest? Monica is also participating? No? Participating. Thank you. So 9th we'll have the contest. I think 15 to 16 of us are participating in that, and we run by VIT people. They'll come and help us run because we cannot contest ourselves and run the whole contest. It won't make sense. But there is someone else running it. There'll be around 13 people apart from our club coming in to help it run. So that's our next meeting. And the next meeting after that, the next Sunday, is an icebreaker marathon. Can someone tell me what an icebreaker marathon is? Not Gallon. Now tell me what an icebreaker marathon is.
People who join newly, we giving them.
Yeah, exactly. It's a meeting where all new members of a club give their first ever speech. And we have about 10 speakers. I hope all the new members are ready for their icebreaker speech. So to be on the next week, we'll have 10 speakers giving their speech for the first time. So that's the next one. So, Alex? Ready?
What is the date of the icebreaker?
It'll be on the next to next Sunday.
17.
17. Yeah. So I now request our IPP, immediate past president, Toastmaster Bharat, to join me as we give a small token of appreciation to our district director for coming here. Could you hand this?
Thanks, sir. I've been told what actually you guys give and I've heard is really, really good stuff from your people.
Yeah.
So thanks so much.
So, balance. Did you all vote in the WhatsApp group? Yes? I request distinguished Toastmasters to join me as we hand out the best role player as well as speaker awards. So I'll list out all the winners and kindly join me on stage to receive your awards. The best role player goes to Toastmaster Ramesh. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Monish. The best speaker goes to Toastmaster Madhubalaji. Toastmaster Monish.
Congratulations.
Best role player award goes to Toastmaster Kritika. Best
Those are my paintings. Have a closer look at that.
working on a Toastmaster painting very soon. The best table topic speaker goes to Sand. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the meeting. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming. Kindly all join us all at this part for a group picture, and then we can all leave.